Hello, and welcome back to Novelty with S&B. I'm your co-host, Beck.
And I'm Stephanie.
So, fun fact, we are on your island.
We're on my island. Yeah, it's not very, I just unlocked, well, we'll get into it.
Sure.
We'll get into it later. But who are you talking to?
Oh, man.
Yeah, isn't he cute?
So, what are you drinking, tea-wise, so we can start this?
Okay, so today I'm drinking Bigelow's Botanical Cold Water Infusion Tea. Ooh. So I've had this before, and it's blackberry, raspberry, hibiscus, but listen to all the stuff it includes, because I read the ingredients, and I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a lot going on. So it's chamomile, hibiscus, butterfly pea flower, rose hips, blackberry leaves, apple pieces, cinnamon, raspberries, blackberries, and elderberries. So much happening.
That is a lot.
I don't taste the cinnamon. I think that'd be kind of weird in that mix, but it tastes really good. Just like iced tea, you just put it in cold water and it
is surprising that you can't taste the cinnamon, because I feel like cinnamon is such a overpowering.
Nope, I'm tasting it right now. I can't taste it, but my taste buds are, I don't know, maybe they don't work. Yours might be better.
Probably not.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking Keats & Co. That you remember the sample pack that I told you about the last time?
Yes.
I actually got a full pack of, it's called their Blooming Wild Black. It's a hot tea. It's black tea that has bee pollen in it. So it's not honey, because we know how I feel about honey, but
yeah,
it is a black tea with bee pollen. And it's got kind of like a sweetness, but not being too sweet. So it's really nice.
Yeah, that is nice. That's really nice. So where are you at with Pokemon right now?
Pokemon.
Oh. Yeah.
So they have that new event out currently.
Yes.
And I'm going to have to look at it because I don't remember what it's called.
Oh, yeah. The Pass something.
Something Pass.
Oh, yeah. Go Pass Deluxe.
Oh, yeah. Go Pass Deluxe. Yeah. Which has actually been really fun. Trying to get kind of the rank up situation, because then, you get extra funds. Like candies and Pokemons, and I'm currently I guess it's called rank 57.
Holy shit. I don't play as much as you.
No. And the bad thing about it is that it keeps my bags full, so I can't open gifts unless I want just Stardust.
Okay.
What?
Yep.
Are you playing that, or?
Yeah, but I'm 25.
That's fine. So,
are you doing that? Did you pay to do the bonus? Huh?
No.
Oh, okay. Because I know you get extra shit. I don't really play it enough. I mean, I know when my brothers are here, I'll be playing it like crazy, and then it'll die off again.
They are. Out.
They are. And I know when it first came out, and we were here visiting. I wasn't living here yet. I was still living in North Dakota, but we were playing it every night. It was ridiculous. So I'm sure that'll happen.
That was another instance of not being able to join in.
You were here.
I know.
And that was that. Adam wasn't here either. Adam was deployed. My husband was gone. And so it was just me and the kids and the boys. So yeah, but it was fun. It was a lot of fun. We just played Pokemon the whole time. Jeff wasn't here the whole time. He ended up going back. And then it was just me and Jake. And me and Jake, we drove all the way to Tempe Town Lake to play one night. And it was actually a really cool experience, because there was hundreds of people, and it's night. It's 10 o'clock at night. No, the bar streets are empty. Everyone was in the park at the lake catching Pokemon. And it was so fun. It was the funnest thing ever. It's sad that it kind of lost its luster after a while with a lot of people.
I mean,
but I get it. It is super fun though. So what was your favorite catch you've had in the past couple weeks?
I got, his name is Oranguru. He's this orangutan. And it's funny because I caught it and I took a screenshot and I sent it to Jeff and was like, I caught you. And his only response is, how'd you get that? I'm like, not the fact that I just dunked on you or anything? No.
He just wanted to know how. Yeah. He wants one.
Yeah, he does.
That's so funny.
He's really cute.
Yeah. He is. I have to. I don't have him.
Oh, okay.
Yes. No, I know.
My husband. I'm like, no, I'm just kidding.
That's my brother. That's all you. But no, the Pokemon. I haven't seen him. I mean, I'm sure he's cute. Most of them are like really cute. I have who do I have? I caught 2 that I really liked. So I got Litwick, which was that little candle.
Yeah.
I love him. I caught him. And then I caught Phantom, which is like a jack-o'-lantern tree ghost thing. And he was so perfect for like this little Summerween vibe we have going on with all of our scary books and everything. So it was kind of fun to catch him because he very much reminds me of Halloween. He looks like his Halloween boy.
I believe his evolution is like a chandelier too, which is really cool.
Ooh, that's neat.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, I've only found him once. Like they need an event. Maybe they'll have an event in like October with him.
I really hope so. I hope with our Sinus Tea too, just so like you can get one.
Yeah, I want one of those so bad. They're
I'm
cool.
sure at some point we'll hang out in person. But
yeah, I know it's been too long.
It really has.
Yeah, actually, I went to our used bookstore in town, and I made a little TikTok, and I'm like, I wish Becky was here with me because it's so perfect. It has like tea and books. Like what? And it's here, like in this small town. So, and there's a bunch of antique shops around it, and I'm like, why have I never taken her here when she's been out to visit? Like probably because it's middle of summer and I just don't want to move every time y'all. Like, yeah. But next time you're in town, we'll definitely go downtown.
Absolutely. We'll just make a tiki-taki.
All the little shops. Yeah, it'll be super fun. Super fun. So, Animal Crossing. So we are on your. Oh, I just caught an arowana or arapama on your island. You stole him from my lake. No, I'm just playing.
Your river. Just kidding.
Oh, my river. Yeah, there you go. So this is my island. I unlocked terraforming today. So this morning, KK came and sang his little song, and then their credits, and then you can terraform. But unfortunately, I don't have the miles to like do everything I want to do. So tonight I'm going to be grinding, and then I'm supposed to clean. I have to clean too in between the playing. So I know the worst because all I want to do is like terraform everything, but I got to get like my miles so I could do everything. So I haven't done much with it. I did like 3 things to my island just to like get back into it. But I'm excited to start doing that.
But hold on, I'm going to show him your museum because it's really cool with your castle. So you went to a treasure island.
I went to a treasure island. Let me tell you about my experience.
Yes,
so
please.
I've never been to a treasure island before. I used to go on like in 2020 when, it was real popular. I would go on Facebook and like go to different groups and like people be like, oh, I'm giving away this thing. And I would sometimes like go do those. Right. But I never been to like an actual treasure island before. So I went to Twitch and found, you just put it, search for it, and it brings up like, it's just a screen full of different codes. And so some of them don't have the code. You have to like subscribe to get the code, but I didn't do that.
No.
So I went to one of them and so I get there, I'm like flying in, right? And I'm like, oh my God, because there's just stuff everywhere. And I'm so excited. It's like they had all the things set up and then they're all dropped in front of it, like all the leaves or whatever, so you can pick it up. And there's just stuff. And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Every 2 steps, I don't know if you play this, the bing bong, that dumb noise it does when literally somebody's coming, and you have to wait through this whole sequence when somebody is coming to the island, and it takes forever. And then I'd run like 5 more steps, somebody's coming. I'd run 5 more steps, somebody's leaving. I'm like, I can't. So what I need to do is figure out what I really want and like have all that written down somewhere. And then when I go like be on a mission, because I wanted to kind of just browse, right?
Yeah.
Like shopping. And it's just, you can't. You got to know what you want. You got to grab it. You got to go. So it's very frustrating, but there's so much cool shit. I think I sent you a couple things today.
Yeah, you did. Or yesterday.
Yeah. But. Yeah. I have more to give you. I'll send you later, but yeah. Or I'll drop it off for you, whatever. But yeah, there's, it's really cool, but it's, you got to have the patience. And I can't
Yes.
even imagine people doing this back in like 2020 when it was like super popular, because it's still popular. People still play it, but it's nowhere. It's not where it was then
No.
when like everybody, you know, it was COVID, like nothing better to do. Everybody was playing it. And I just can't even, it was a pain in the ass now. Like I can't imagine. It'll tell you how many people is on the island, and they do get full, but I don't know how much full is considered.
Right.
And you still got it, you know, as soon as one person leaves, one person's coming, you know, it's just,
it's a whole thing.
it's a whole thing, but it is, I'd say it's worth it. It's just,
yeah,
you gotta have the patience for it. Like I was just playing this stupid like word gate on my phone that way. Cause if I was just sitting there doing it, I would get more
so
annoyed. I'm like,
frustrated.
oh,
Yeah.
I'll just do this on the side. So I have to be doing something 24/7. But no, so it was worth it though. But I got all my villagers. So I'll tell you who my villagers are. So I have oh god dang it. I forgot one of their names. The sidekick, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Or not sidekick, the squirrel, something S. Agent S. There it is. A squirrel. She's annoying. She's a, yep. She's a she. And she's preppy and she gets on my last nerve. Don't like her.
I don't like preppy ones. I'm sorry.
No. I have I don't know how to say her name. Chevra. I love her. Yes, she's a goat. And she is so cute.
I think she's her face kind of freaks me out.
I like her. I like that she's a goat.
Well, yeah.
I know she kind of has like a vagina mouth, but like.
I wasn't going to say it, but yes.
But I love her. I just love that she's a goat, like the horns.
Yeah,
I don't know.
She's like very sweet and like,
she is.
Her house is cute.
Yeah, it is. And then I have Fuchsia, who is a deer, and she's like hot pink. I wasn't sure about her, but her house is cool. She like has a guitar and she like listens to rock music, and I noticed her little ears pierced, which is super cute.
That's so cute.
Yeah, she's actually really cool. I have Lyman, who was one of my first, and he's a koala. I also have Tammy was my other first, who's a cub, and they're cool. Spike, I just got today. He is a rhino and he's a grumpy, and I love the grumpies so much. I
love grumpies.
I do too. I have Stella sheep. She's, you know, she's chill. She's normal. She's very sweet. You know, one of the ones you like hate to get rid of. Like you kind of don't want them, but it's like, oh, you're so nice.
You just never talk to him.
Yes. And then tomorrow,
when the bubble comes up.
Yeah. And then tomorrow I get Hornsby. I am so excited for him. The blue rhino with like the big eyes. He is adorable. He might be my favorite, and he's a lazy, and I like the lazies too. But my favorite right now is Rex, and he's a lion, and he's a lazy, and I love him so much. He is my favorite. Like he's so, I don't know why. I just love him so much.
He's like Bailey.
Yeah. So cute.
So cute.
Do you know yours off the top of your head, all your villagers?
No.
Oh. Well, tell us about your favorite one.
Or like, yeah. My Octavia, or your favorite. Who I hate so much.
Oh, that's the little red one, right?
Yeah. And I did have Goldie, but I think she's like on the way out. I think she's in boxes at the moment. Which is unfortunate because I really did like her, but I have this thing where I can't say no to them, which is so silly because like
I know it's embarrassing.
It's just a video game, but I get so sad.
I do too. We were talking about it earlier because I can't say it. Like Blathers gets so excited to tell you about like a fish or when you finish a dinosaur bone thing, and he's like, "Ooh, can I tell you?" And sometimes I'm like, oh, "I don't care,
no, dude. I don't want to push it 3 times."
If you say like, "I'm busy," then he's like, "Oh, very well," and he puts sad eyes on him, and I hate it.
Well, I'm like, shit.
Or yeah. Like, or when he. Or go ahead.
When you talk about like bugs with him.
Oh, I know.
It's fine. I don't need to know about this butterfly, but I want to, but it's fine.
I know it's fine. It's fine. I'll just Google it, I guess. Yeah, because you feel bad. He makes you feel bad.
Yeah, I'll just put it on my wall.
You're at my favorite's house right now, isn't he?
And he's giving me a DIY recipe. It's great.
This is the sweetest thing. Anyways, cool.
What else do I have? I have what's her name? Deirdre. I have 2 deers. I have 2 elephants. I have Sterling. I remember his name because Jeff and I were in huge like into Archer for a while.
Oh yeah.
And then I have like that effeminate squirrel. I forget
Which
what his
one?
name is. Marshall?
Oh, I had Marshall before.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like an asshole, right?
Yeah. And
I love him.
I can't do. Oh,
you don't like him?
You know what? We're starting to realize how much we're opposites when it comes to like Animal Crossing.
Marshall. He's an asshole, but I love him.
He's okay. I don't talk to him. But I do have the teacup elephant, which is pretty cool.
That's rad, yeah.
But I don't have the other one, Chai. That'd be cool to have.
Is she a newer one?
She must be.
I know, because I don't remember ever seeing her or anything, and she is so cool.
She is pretty cool.
Yeah, she's awesome. But anyways, yeah, so I'm excited to start terraforming and everything and getting everything, looking better. Because right now, as you can see, I just have like stuff thrown everywhere because I'm like, I don't know what to do with all this.
Oh, yeah. But you just get to the 3 stars and then you're like, okay.
Yeah. Now I got to actually work. And it gets frustrating. Terraforming is very frustrating, but
it is.
It's so awesome when you like complete an area and it's exactly how you want it. And you're like, yes.
Yeah.
So, but then I gotta like wait forever. Like I might time travel. I don't know.
Because your turnips.
Well, I don't really buy turnips.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. Who remembers logging on a Sunday morning?
Yeah, I
stream, but like other than that,
I want all the fall DIYs. Is why.
Yeah, and who wants to weather fucking summer?
Yeah.
What am I gonna make with all these seashells?
I don't want a seashell leaf.
No.
Or a wreath. I mean, like I don't want that. And I could just vicariously live through my island in the fall when I'm boiling alive here. It's fine.
Get some fog going. The only reason like I wouldn't is because I'm trying to complete my museum as much as possible. Which I'm a little.
Speaking of,
yeah. Everybody that listens to us knows that I'm neurotic. This is just how it is. Oh, I like your little cave. So I have a spreadsheet because why wouldn't I? And
yeah, of course you do.
Yeah. So I'll have to like link the spreadsheet somewhere. I didn't come up with it. I Googled it and I found it. So no credit to me whatsoever. But my fossils are 82% complete.
Gosh, you're close.
My bugs are up to 58%, and I only have 1 left that I can catch in June, July, and August. So I'm really trying to figure that out. And it's only available 5 p.m. to 8 a.m. and it's on palm trees.
Oh, geez.
I have 63% of my fish, but there is 1 fish. I don't know if you have it. I was going to go and look at your museum to see if you have it. It's called the char. It's a cliff top. It is a super rare. But after June, it's not available again until September. So,
shit. Yeah.
Gotta get on that. And then all of my sea creatures for June are complete. So I have to wait until July. So once I get some of that done, I feel like I could actually focus on terraforming because I'm not going to be so intense on fishing. I feel, well, we'll talk about it. I was going to say I feel like the fisherman, but we're going to get to that soon.
Yes.
Like, I feel like that's all I'm doing. But I mean, it's good money. You just fish and then you sell it and then you have a bunch of money, which I need in order to have my castle set up like you have.
Yeah.
I look so funny, dude. I look ridiculous.
I love your outfit. Oh, you're sitting with me. Hi. Yeah.
I went to the Able Sisters. And I just went through and I was like, of course I want anime girl classes and the Cubone hat and this pretty dress. And then I just put them on and then I left. Of course I want to carry this out. And then I said before we started that I should change and you're like, don't.
Please don't.
Please don't. I want to see what you look like. And this is what I look like.
I love it. It's so cute.
Stupid glasses. You can't even see. Like, I was gonna put on this like fisherman outfit and be like on brand, but no.
I love him. Her in her little dress and her little. You know, I got the same cap, and I just the skull cap, and I hung it up in my house. It's hanging up in my house.
That is such a good idea.
Yeah, he's hanging up there. My house is so bad. There's just like shit on the floor. I haven't like, cared about it. I've neglected it. I want to make my house super cute, but I haven't done shit with it so far. It's so sad. I have like bathroom stuff, but it's like the first shit you get. It's like not what I want, I have
3 toilets in my room. Are you kidding me? Why do I need that many?
I mean,
well, yeah, I guess with who we are.
Funny. 3 toilets.
This is a cute little set. I like your little plates and stuff.
Oh yeah, isn't that cute?
It's cute.
Cute. So why don't you talk about you're gonna the fisherman first?
Yeah, because you and I read one of the same book, so I figured we could talk about that together. So I'll go first.
Yeah. Okay.
I read 3 books in the last 2 weeks, and that's just because one of them was very quick to get through. I think you know which one.
Yeah.
So I started with The Fisherman, and there's this guy on TikTok. I think his like username is Books Are Sick or something. And I have a very similar reading style to him, I would say, especially lately, because it's been hard to get into kind of the smuttier books, I guess. Or I guess the artist was, but I mean, it was anyway.
Yeah.
So I picked up The Fisherman, and which is also on brand of our Summerween episode here.
Yeah.
It is. It's set in upstate New York. This guy, his wife dies, which I should mention right off the bat. This is a very heavy book. It's very heavy in grief. So if that's something that you're uncomfortable with, or it's just too much for you, don't pick it up. But I felt that it was very therapeutic for me to pick it up, especially in current circumstance. But it is very heavy. Their entire marriage.
Oh, I lost you.
Did you?
Yeah. Okay, you're back.
Okay, I'm back. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's okay. So, his name is Abe. His wife passes away, and she's basically been sick their entire marriage. So it's something that they are expecting, but it doesn't make it any easier, of course. So he finds solace in fishing. He kind of has this like epiphany moment of I should go fishing, and in the silence of the morning of just hanging out and fishing, he can find peace and kind of feel her there with him, just as you do when you're alone. So he ends up becoming this like huge into fishing kind of guy. Like he goes after work and he goes on the weekends. And then he kind of develops this relationship with another person that he works with, whose wife also passed away. But hers is more, and his son's too. And it's a little more horrific because it was an accident, like a truck accident. They were on their way to go and get breakfast, and this truck just barrels into him. So he also has this like intense grief. So Abe, our main character, invites him to go fishing with him, which works out very well for both of them because they find comfort in their relationship with each other. but then I forget what his name is, but the other guy, the one that his wife just recently passed, he hears of this like special creek that is in the area, and he wants to go and fish. It's called Dutchman's Creek. So they are on their way over there, and then it kind of like splits into a different timeline of like what the lore of this Dutchman's Creek is. Which you're probably sitting here listening to me like, where does the spookiness happen?
No.
But so there's this huge like eldritch horror that happens with this spot that he wants to go fishing.
Okay.
Like there's like reanimation of dead people, so but they're kind of off. They kind of have like fish-like qualities. Yeah, it's very creepy, very fun. Well, not fun. It's not fun at all. But it's a very good allegory for grief, I would say. And 10 out of 10 is absolutely my cup of tea.
That's awesome.
Would recommend. I actually already bought it.
Oh, I'm gonna have to read it.
And tea pairing, I would give it like a New England breakfast tea, but fogged, because you got to get that spookiness in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds really interesting. Yeah, I saw you said it was like really good. It's one of your trophies and stuff. So yeah, I definitely I'll have to check that out.
Yeah. And again, it is very like heavy, so which I don't think you'll have any problems with it. Just some people do.
Yeah, no, it's good to let people know.
Yeah.
So okay, cool. I'm gonna have to definitely check that one out. So do you want to I mean, you read both of these.
Yeah, we can go over the artists of Blackberry Grange if you want. Okay.
So I'll talk about it first, and then because I read it, and then you can talk about what you thought. So, so last episode, I think, I mentioned that was my current read, so I finished it. So I did give the synopsis in the last episode. So if you want to hear it, go there, go give it a listen. But I will say that like, so the main character, Sadie, she's like a total mess. Honestly, in the beginning of the book, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, because it's she's not a good person. She's not. And she
makes
was
very
dating
questionable choices.
Yeah, she's like dating a married man and like all this shit, and not anymore. And then you end up finding out more about that. But she pretty much has no one she's always taken care of, and she's kind of probably going to be on her own. She's kind of estranged from her family. Well, she's not estranged from her. Her family kind of is like, I mean, she's made questionable decisions, and they're just kind of like, keeping their distance from her, whatever. So anyways, when she goes to her, it was her aunt, right?
Yeah.
Her aunt's house. She makes a lot of, she's a mess. And she did piss me off a lot, but, and this is rare for me. It was done with like intention, and like, I appreciated that. Like sometimes characters are written and they're supposed to be like that, but it's just annoying. But it made her like not relatable, but it made her feel more real. You know what I mean? Like I could see having a friend who's like making these decisions, and you're like, what the hell are you doing, dude? Like people make dumb decisions and people do dumb things, and she
well, and sometimes it's you think it's the best option available for you, and that's just how bad decisions are made,
so I couldn't relate to her, but I did think that the decision she made, although like sometimes I was like, what are you, dude, come on,
what is
like
this?
I'm gonna go back to the painting. I'm like, no. I did love how the art was like alive. That was such of a cool thing I've never seen. And kind of finding out about all the portraits, because she always was painting like landscapes and stuff for the longest time. And then she you find all these portraits and you start learning about them. And I just thought it was not like anything I've ever read.
Yeah,
so I found it
interesting.
Very interesting.
Unique.
I really enjoyed it. Like, it was a page turner. Like, I wanted to know what was going to happen next. So I liked it. It was definitely my cup of tea. And I said last week that the pairing would be, for me, elderflower with blackberry tea. So it has the gentle, soft notes that match the book's themes of art, memory, and healing. Yes. So was it your cup of tea? What do you think?
It was. I agree with you about her, like, character arc, because I was also very like, why does she keep doing this? But then you start to realize that, like, she's kind of, it's not necessarily that she's choosing to, it kind of frames it that way. No. But the more you learn about these paintings, the more you're like, she's being kind of like coerced into it.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, okay. Like, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause at first you're like, why the hell is she doing that?
Why are you doing this?
Yeah, you idiot. No, but it starts to make sense.
And then personally, like, because I have artistic inclinations, I did enjoy like the art talk about it. Like, she went into depth about like color choice, and I think there's like talk about like contrast and stuff too. And I was like, oh, this lady actually knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm sure
that was very cool for me personally.
Yeah. I didn't. I thought it was so good. I'm gonna buy it. Yeah. And the author, she's like definitely a like an indie author. She doesn't have a big following.
I think she's here in LA too, so it would be interesting to see if like she's at some of like the book conventions.
Yeah, like events and stuff. Yeah. And she also I like tagged her and she responded, so it was super exciting. I always get excited when authors respond.
I do too. Like, it's so cool, dude.
Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, that was a really good book. I'm glad you enjoyed it too. It's different than what I usually read or what I've been reading lately, but I still thought it was just
on, like,
super interesting.
I think it's still within our wheelhouse too, because it definitely was more like of a horror.
Yeah, it had spookies in it. I loved it. It was so good. So next I'll talk about a book that you read a while back, and
yes, very long ago.
Have not gotten to it. That would be
you want the book set.
It's good. Yeah, well, it's good. Yes, that's the main reason why I read it right now. But I'll get into why it's a good idea to take breaks from T. Kingfisher in a little bit. But
yes,
I read The Twisted Ones.
Yay!
By T. Kingfisher, and it was such of a fun, spooky, funny, laugh out loud read. Yeah, man. So Mouse moves into her hoarder grandmother's home. Her grandma's like, first of all, she wasn't a nice human.
No.
And she, when she passes away, and then Mouse offers pretty much, well, she says she'll go clean it up, and her dad's like, look, like, if it's too bad, like, let me know, we can get it bulldozed, whatever. Like, and she's like, no, I'm gonna go. So she ends up finding this journal, which kind of sets everything off. Lots of weird stuff in it. And then she starts seeing these woodland creatures. And oh my God, I'm going to get into the creatures later. But there's so much neat shit, like symbols. And then she goes like she's like walking with her dog, and all of a sudden, like, there's like these hills, and she's like, where the hell am I? Like, this doesn't exist. So it's really weird. Like, all this weird stuff's happening. The creatures, though,
dude,
immaculate. They're so fucking creepy the way they're described. It's like terrifying. I'm like, oh, like, I'm seeing it in my brain, and I'm like, nope. She is so good.
So good,
at that.
Dude.
Like, I love the Gothic, like the Southern Gothic aesthetic it had, of course, and all the characters were well crafted because that's how she is. She always makes really good characters. I love them all. And the humor, the fact that, like, I can be reading this like, oh, this is terrifying. But then I laugh out loud because of something, like, literally laugh out loud because of something that I read, because she's funny. Like, the banter is always so good. And it's not corny or like one-liners. It's just funny. It's just so natural to her. It just fits. It fits.
She is definitely like made to be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Just so much pride goes into her writing, you could tell. And she does her homework. Like she does not just, she knows everything she's writing about. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Boysenberries. But no, she's really, yeah. But no, but no one does it quite like T. Kingfisher. Like she's amazing. But I will say her books tend to be very, they're not all the same, but there's very similar themes, like your FMC. They're all very similar, and like the situation they're thrown into, very similar. The stories I say are all very different, but it's the same kind of setting. But even then, like I just say, if you're going to get into her, just take breaks, because it's like I haven't read one of her books in a long time, and so reading this, it was like so excited to get back into reading her again, because it's like you rediscover her all over again. And her, I love how she writes her stories. There is similarities between them, but that doesn't make them, they're not like repeats though. You know what I mean?
Right. They're just similar enough that like you could just assume that the female main character is the same person.
Yeah, very much so. And like, there's usually like a creepy house or place, and whatever, dude. It's so good. It's so good every time though, because the stories are very different. I don't want it to sound like, oh, she writes the same thing over and over again. It's not that by any stretch of the mind. No. It's just similar. Like the setting is somewhat similar, but oh, so good. She likes fishnets.
Yeah.
So I've seen that in a few of her books. Someone's always wearing fishnet stockings. But I think my favorite by her, I think it's still The Hollow Place. So that's like
100%. I don't know what happened
I don't know if it's
our stream, or at least our Animal Crossing. I don't know what happened.
Oh, no.
Well, we can still talk.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Oh, yeah. We'll still keep going. So yeah, I really I loved it. Was it my cup of tea? Absolutely. And for the tea pairing, I'd say a dark roasted oolong. And like I think it'd be fun to put like a dried apple slice and a little drizzle of honey, even though you wouldn't. For that like rustic Appalachian feel, like like the apples, like a dried apple. I think it would just match. I think it'd be super fun. So yeah, I really enjoyed the Twisted Ones. I'm so happy I read it. I had like really good reads this month. Like I had a good month, so I'm super happy. It was a really good month of reading for me.
I also had a very good month.
I know, and us, we're
really
pretty critical. Yeah. So it's nice. So it's like, oh, everything I read this month was amazing. So what are you reading right now?
Well, no, I completed it actually. The God of Endings.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
No, you're totally
good.
No, it's okay. I think you were just under the assumption that I read the regular amount that I read, but
The God of Endings. So how was that?
Very good. Okay, so it's a vampire novel, but not the way that you're used to. They're not sexy. They're not night dwellers. They're not these ferocious beasts. She had tuberculosis when she was very young. She was about 10 years old. At that time, they called it consumption, which made me sad because Arthur. But we won't get on that. So her brother and her dad all get tuberculosis. Unfortunately, her dad and her brother both succumb to it before her grandpa can come over and kind of help deal with the situation. But it turns out that her grandpa is a vampire and turns her before. Well, you have to die first. But he turns her when she's like 10 years old. But the thing with these vampires is that you will get to puberty, but you won't get anywhere further than that. So she may have been 10, but she still is like an adult woman throughout the book. Okay. So she's not like this weird like half child.
like Interview with a Vampire. Yes. Okay.
But the thing about the transformation is that it does actually take away like your parts. so she can't procreate. She can't like.
Oh.
There's nothing there. She looks like a Barbie doll, basically.
Oh, she doesn't have the part.
Mm-mm.
Oh. Oh wow.
Which is interesting because it doesn't really like pay off anywhere else in the book except for like this one part.
Does it just like disappear?
Yeah, it just disappears.
So she don't pee or nothing, or just the hole, the vagina hole?
Yeah, but she has like a pee hole, but she doesn't have.
You can't have sex. Like there's no vaginal. Okay. Wow.
No opening. So
yeah,
it is split between two timelines. One is 1984. And the other is like going through her life as up until 1984. So we see who she's been and who she is now.
Oh wow.
Who she is now, well, not now, 1984. She's a preschool art teacher. Fun fact, fun art again.
Yeah, again. See, it's a trend here.
Yeah, and it kind of the entire time she's kind of like quarreling with the fact that, you know, she was turned against her will. She was too young to be able to make this decision to have a lifetime of, you know, there's a part where it's would you rather have a lifetime of everything or like nothing?
Right.
So she quarrels with that and you know, obviously because she was turned against her will, or so she thinks. She has moments in her life where people die on her. So like that's also part of like the grief of like she was with these two boys and an older lady for a little while, and one of the boys dies and one of them is a vampire. So like she has the grief of that, and then this guy that she was hanging out with for a while, he also dies. So like you get this sense of like ending, which you know the title of the book is The God of Ending.
Right.
And then it was also interesting because this is the second or third book that I've read in this year that was about had the Chernobog in it, which is like this Slavic god. It's the god of endings. He's like the quote unquote bad god. So that was interesting too.
Crazy.
That, like he just keeps popping up. So I'm gonna have to like look into him a little more because
it's like a sign.
Right. Well, hopefully not.
Well, no. Yeah. But that's so weird. Like, yeah, that it keeps coming. What were the other books it was in? Do you remember?
One was what was it? Hold on. Let me look at my Goodreads.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're
fine. I was curious which ones, because that's pretty interesting.
I think one of them was I was about to say the wrong book. Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. It's that was the one where like she was she took over for her dad for being a debt collector. And like the Fae King came over and was like, you can turn stone into gold. So, or you can spin silver into gold. So he gives her silver and she has to turn it into gold somehow. But he was in there. He was actually like a feasible character in that. And when we were talking about it on the podcast, I think I was a little like jaded by it maybe, but I think now that I'm thinking back at it, it actually was a pretty good book. I should probably actually buy that one.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta sit on them, and then you realize you keep thinking about it, and you're like, you know what? I am still thinking about it. Like
the Chernobog was in it, so I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you can have a whole shelf dedicated to.
Buy a new bookshelf, by the way, but
did you?
Yeah.
Well, you guys are. Yeah. Because you're relocating.
Because I started buying books knowing that I was going to have another bookshelf. So now I just have random books.
Oh,
but it's okay. Oh, and then The God of Endings. So the tea pairing that I would put with that is actually kind of surprising because it's not necessarily like a spooky book, but it is like it's a vampire, so it's
Yeah, some of the stuff it deals with too, like
but I would still
eternal life and
white peony as like a symbol of like how fragile and the beauty of memory of Colette's eternal life. Yeah.
How long is that book?
It's not very long, I don't think.
Is it a standalone?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check it out.
It's her only book that she's ever written.
Oh, that's cool. She like had this idea and she needs more ideas.
I have so a few people had problems with there's a lot of children in the book, and like she kind of steps up in this maternal role for a lot of them. So I did see a few ratings on Goodreads and like Amazon that people were like, I signed up for a vampire book and all I got was I like children book. Not pedo.
Oh God.
Not pedo, but like
No. I know what you're saying.
But I mean, as a person that, because she can't have children, so
yeah.
As a person that has not had children, it was an interesting perspective of like the motherless woman too, because like when you reach a certain age, you're expected to be something and when you're not, you're kind of like an outcast. So having that kind of perspective of like still liking children, having like this maternal feelings,
it's still there,
but not actually having one was very interesting.
I think nowadays it's more I know a lot of women that are like my age who just never went that route. A lot of it's money and things like that, or they just decided not to have kids, whatever, they didn't want them, you know. I think it is more you see it more now than you used to with people. I just don't like that there is like a kind of a stigma. I think that's shit. I mean, it's and people ask and like, oh, you don't have kids, why? I've seen that happen to friends, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like, who are you?
Business, by the way.
None of your business. What, I don't know. I just think people are just, some people are still rude.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't like that. But anyways.
It's 480 pages.
Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad.
No.
I want to, sounds like a good book though.
Yeah,
I'll have to check it out.
Obviously.
Yeah, that sounds really good.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Did you buy it?
I did.
Are you going to buy it?
I did.
Okay. Perfect.
It's on the truck today.
Hell yeah.
But again, like having that artist too, like she actually did talk about like, this isn't going to make sense to you, but like edge control and like your contrasts and how some painters use like opaque paints and stuff too, which is very interesting. Like she knows her shit.
Yeah.
No boysenberries here. We're just gonna
no boysenberries here. I know that's gonna be like a thing from now on.
It is.
Hey, do you have your Goodreads open?
I do. What's up?
What are your last 5 adds to your TPR? Just curious. If you don't mind.
No, you're fine. I just gotta get to my books. Want to read. This is gonna be so weird. Okay, so I have The Country Under Heaven, which is it's a cowboy book, but it has like it's like a HP Lovecraft type book. Like it's got Eldritch Horror in it too. So that's why I added it. I have The Aspect of Essence. My friend Ashley was reading it and she said that she really enjoyed it, so I figured I would check it out at least. She rated it a 5-star, so I mean, we'll see. I think it is a romantasy, so
yeah.
It looks like it's almost kind of sci-fi too. And then you were talking shit about it. Well, you didn't talk shit, but like you were talking about how it wasn't your cup of tea. But I put Paranisi on there too, just to.
You might like it.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if like.
It's I think everybody will take something different. So you might take something like big from it where I just didn't. So
yeah,
I think it's just depending on the person and like how you feel about the vibes of the book. It wasn't my thing, but like I said, that wasn't a book I would not recommend because I know a lot of people have gotten a lot out of it. Yeah, for sure, dude.
And then I have House of Windows by John Langan. He's the guy that wrote The Fisherman. So I figured I would, and as far as I could tell, this is the only other novel that he wrote. So I wanted to like, I don't know, check to see if like The Fisherman was just like a
fluke.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And somebody said something about clunky dialogue. You don't agree with that?
Okay, so I think coming from somebody that grew up in the Midwest and has also fished and has been around people that are the type of person that is in the book, I didn't find that to be the case personally. I felt like it was very much like, oh yeah, this guy's a fisherman. Like he just likes to fish.
Yeah. Okay.
He's just an old man,
cool.
you know?
Yeah.
I didn't find it, but you might. So if you read it, let me know.
Yeah. I mean, I've been around all kinds of people.
Yeah.
My whole life. So I'm sure I don't really. I
feel like maybe that came from like a place of like being pretentious too, because I do see it on Horror Talk a lot, like Horror Book Talk. So maybe it's just like, it wasn't that good. It shouldn't, like we do, you know?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. No, I'm gonna check it out for sure. So
and then my last one.
All right, go ahead.
One last.
Yeah.
The Thin Places by Kay Chronister. She's the one that is. We're gonna read The Bog Wife by her.
Oh yeah.
This
is she has fun sounding books.
Yeah, so it's like a gothic monsters, witches, ghosts type of book. So it's only 206 pages, so I'm sure I'll get to it soon.
Oh yeah, that's a quick one too. That's a quick one.
Yeah. What about you?
Yeah. So the first one is The Fisherman. Because, I have this one. I don't know. I added it. It's not like the thing I typically read. It's called Bat Eater and Other Names for Cora Zhang.
I've seen that.
I don't know why. It's like the cover intrigues me. The title intrigues me. I read about it. It sounds like there's some definite creepy vibes in it. So I'm like, you know what? I might give it a whirl. It's only 300 pages. Like, sure. So I have that on there. I have I Who Have Never Known Men. Have you heard of that?
I think so, yeah.
It's 40 women and they live in like this cage. And they have no memory of how they got there. They don't know what, like, no notion of time, it says. And only a vague recollection of their lives prior to being in this cage. So I'm really, I don't know, another one that I was just like, that's 184 pages, another very short read. So it sounds interesting enough. The Shadow of Gods, I wanted to get into this. It's a I
have that on my Goodreads too.
I think it's a trilogy. I know it's a series of sorts. John Gwynne, the Bloodsworn Saga, book one. Yeah. A Norse-inspired world. So cool. The
sprayed edges of that one? That's at Barnes &
No.
Noble? So that's why I want to read it, because I want those books.
Yeah, I just read the description and I'm like, yep, that sounds really good. And it's Norse-inspired world, so obviously you would probably love it.
I think actually you were the one that showed it to me. I think there's like a TikTok or something, and then
oh yeah, I probably sent it to you. I was like, ooh. Yeah. And then last I have I don't know if I want to read this anymore. Vicious by V.E. Schwab. It's like I've
seen that too. I see her everywhere on TikTok.
Yeah.
But I'm suspicious.
I know. I have it on there, but we'll see. Because I am definitely not I'm not really into smut anymore. I'm not really into dark romance. And I do like fantasy. I like romantasy. I saw a girl talking about it, romantasy. I'll bring this up real quick. I know it was a TikTok. She was talking about how people are reading The Night and the Moth. And they're like, this isn't romantasy. And she's like, why? Because it's not smut. Because chapter 2, she goes, can we bring back like yearning? That's romance. She goes, their hands graze each other. romance. She goes, all that stuff, that's what I like. And I'm like, yes, I love the tension, like all of that. And she's like, why is that not romance? Like, why do people have to, romantasy has to be like
T and the V,
you know,
all of the way.
Yeah. I mean, or at all. A book can be,
No,
I mean,
dude.
a book can be very romantic without sex. And
I agree with you.
Yes.
And also when it comes to like putting sex in there, I don't buy the romance anymore. Like once you put like once I get at it, I'm not like okay.
Yeah.
I was expecting this to happen the entire time, you know?
Right. So I liked what she had to say, and she's like, so you know what? I don't care what people say. It absolutely is a romantasy book. There's just no freaking smut. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's very true.
It's true.
And I do like the yearning more. I've realized, and I think that's why I slowly kind of got into like slow burn, and then I'm like, I want a real slow. I love the tension. Like when she was talking about like their hands graze, or like when little things like that happen. Ooh, that's when you get all like feet kicking, like
oh yeah,
because they're just
forgot about the kick
so, yeah, because I get that with like the littlest things now. Like
once you like take a step
so
back
much better.
and start reading like Sanderson or even like young adult romantasy, like I feel like it's just it's done better because they don't have the excuse, you know?
Yeah, and I enjoy that more. At first, I liked the dirty stuff because it was just like different. I never read anything like that, and I always thought of like books like that would be like, I don't know, they're almost kind of funny. Like you're reading, you're like, oh my god, like, ooh, like shock, right? Like shock because I wasn't used to reading anything like that. And then I'm like, this is turning into all the same, and then I got bored of it, and I think that's going to eventually happen with a lot. I think people are going to, because I've noticed more and more creators are starting to be like, you know, we've seen all these before, or bring back yearning and stuff like that. And I'm like, yes. Let's bring that back, because I do enjoy that. I'm finding a lot more, but I got caught up in the hype too. And that's the one thing that's kind of making me sad though, because like Sarah J. Maas, like she's going the route of like what seems to be popular on Book Talk, and that's like smut, more smut, which is fine, but she doesn't need that.
No,
like
she's a good enough writer. Amazing. That she doesn't need it.
Yeah, you don't need to do that. And like some people like that, and that's fine, but it sucks when you go from reading Throne of Glass to Crescent City.
Well,
what the hell, dude?
I saw a TikTok on that too. Of like,
I'm like, come on. Yeah.
But I think that's also part of the reason why we didn't like The Night and the Moth as much as we liked One Dark Window, is because there was more of that expectation of romantasy with smut, whereas One Dark Window was there's heated moments, but I don't remember anything like well, there is that one like, can I kiss you? Not there.
Yeah.
But like that, it didn't go into like gruesome detail about like shaft and
folds,
velvet steel,
pebbling nipples and all this things.
It feels cringe just to even talk about it. I'm a 34-year-old woman.
Bad. I'm older than that. And I know. So yeah, I'm old as hell.
But yeah, it's fun.
But yeah, I hear you, dude. I'm in my 40s and I'm like, nah, man, like I'm good.
I'm good. Which also kind of feels weird too, because like I'm more drawn to young adult at this point. I'm like, I'm a grown up. I shouldn't have to.
I know. But all the adult books that I come across are like, oh, it's adult, so we got to put fucking in it. You know, and it's like, no. And I think that's why like sometimes I just like to read like horror and stuff like that, because it's like,
I think that's why I've been reading a lot more horror, is just because I don't I can't when it's you know exactly what's gonna happen, you know who and what, and you know how much girth he's gonna have. Like you just know. There's no unique quality to it. There's no surprise there. I just there's like no romance in Sanderson. I mean, there's moments, of course. There's yearning, though. There's yearning. There's no smut, and there doesn't need to be, because it's so goddamn good. Like I don't.
there's definitely like I'm reading right now I'm reading book 5 of the Stormlight Archives. It's the most recent book that has been released in that series. The last one that's been released, I have to wait. It's supposed to be 10 books altogether. This one's 1,330 pages. So I'll be they are long. We are so good though.
Read like 280 pages and think that was like
I know. And but honestly, I miss these characters so much. I like started reading it and I got so fucking excited. I was like, ooh, Kaladin, ooh, Shallan. Like, cause I love them all so much. Like they're friends. I know them. We're homies. Yeah. I swear to God. I like know these people. I feel like I know them. Like it's the weirdest thing. And I God, I love this here. It's the books are very long, but they're so good. But there is definitely there's romance in it. There's just, and it's far and few between. It's just bits and pieces, just enough to give you that little, but zero smut. There's zero anything. I mean, they'll like embrace each other next day. Yeah. So yeah, you know, but like it doesn't have to. And that's for like the couple.
They'll talk about like spending the night together as husband and wife, and like, oh, okay,
yes,
got it.
And it's I love that. You don't have to get all crazy. And there was one character who I don't want to say because then I might give stuff away, but one character really did have feelings for another character, which was a female, but she ends up being with someone else, and it ends up. I liked how like it came back to that, like, oh, you used to like her. What happened? And he like explains it all, like, oh, we wouldn't have been good for each other because of this, that, and this, and I'm happy she's happy. And you know, it's not like this whole like she will be mine, because books go that way all the time, and like it doesn't with this. It's like he lets her go, you know. Yeah. And it's kind of like a sad moment, but you get it, and he gets it, and then that just kind of like ties that with a little bow, you know. So it's in there because there's a part where they're together, and
I think it's cool that for somebody that is deeply rooted in his religious systems has that understanding of women deserve to make their own choices.
Yes, and he does a good job writing women. It's so good. He does a really good job. Remember the author of Mary? Oh.
You know, I was actually going to bring that up because I think the next book I'm going to read is. Have you seen his new book? I
can see the cover in my head.
When the Wolf Comes Home. Maybe we should just keep that for next month's book of the month.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I loved his writing. What was his name?
Nat Cassidy.
Nat Cassidy. He has that other book that looks really creepy. Nestlings or something. The Nestlings or something like that.
And that is actually on KU too. Fun fact.
So if anyone reads Mary, listen to, and I'm not wanting to listen to author's notes. Brandon Sanderson talks like for half an hour for each book. Sorry, like I love you, bro. I'm skipping. I want to get into the book. But for some reason, with Mary, I was listening to. I'm like, oh, it started going, and I'm like, oh, I'll just listen. It was so good, and you love him, and it makes you love the book more. And like the thought he put into writing the scene in the book where she goes to the doctors, I love that, and he understood, and he obviously talked to other women about their experience. That scene alone made that book like the 5 stars. Yep. 5 stars. All I had to read was that 5 stars. It's so good. I don't have a copy of it, and I really need to get it. God, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
I'll never stop recommending that book, especially, men would enjoy it too. It's a good book, but I think women will appreciate certain things in it.
Yeah.
And it was such a good book. It is really good. It was creepy too. It had the creepers in it. It was nice. It's a good book. So good. Read Mary.
Read Mary.
So good.
I didn't get to talk about it because we went on hiatus for a little while. Being back, but read it, dude.
Read it. It's so good. It's so good. And you'll see, because you'll read it, because we said, please. And we're you know how we are. We be picky.
Oh, we are.
And if we say like, read this, then you should probably do it.
You know what's crazy though?
Huh.
Okay, so we are very picky, but when it comes to horror, we're less picky. And I think that's because
That's true.
they're so unique. Like I guess I was really picky about what was that one? I forget what it was, but the ones that I've been reading recently have been fantastic, but I think it's just because like horror has to be unique for it to like come across.
Oh, for sure.
And I think that's why I like it.
You're never seeing the same thing over and over again with horror. You just aren't.
Unlike romantasy.
Yes. And I think that's why I've got into this like Sanderson bit, because it's not like everything else. And
well, and I'm so proud of you for like reaching out to fantasy and stuff too.
Yeah, dude. I tried sci-fi, but I just couldn't. And maybe it was just that book or the timing, or I found reading other fantasy right now would probably be hard for me, because I don't care about anything except for what's going on with these guys.
Yeah.
Like and that's just because I'm so sucked in. So like when I tried reading like the Sword of Kaigan, like I know people like taught, and I just couldn't get into it. And it may be because my brain is so on this, which is very battle heavy, same kind of feels, I guess, that like I can't connect with anyone else until I'm done with this, at least the Stormlight Archives, book 5, because then I have nothing. Then I gotta wait. I mean, I have plenty more Sanderson to read. I'm really excited to like get into Mistborn Era 2 and stuff, but I don't think I could get into another like battle heavy fantasy book. It's gonna take me. I'm gonna have to get through this one first, and then maybe. But I don't think I want to read that one. The glossary that shies me away. When there's a whole fucking thing, I'm like, ugh. So maybe not.
Yeah,
but
I think. Yeah, I think when you get into that, my fishing rod broke. It doesn't even matter because you can't even see me. But I think once you get into that like reading rut, you're gonna need something. So maybe, but maybe do something.
Yeah, yeah, maybe not. Yeah, but I do enjoy horror a lot. It's just so many interesting things. I want to read Flowers in the Attic. I've seen that movie a long time ago, and it was, I don't know if that's horror or thriller. Have you heard of Flowers in the Attic? You've heard of that, right?
That's the one where
she puts the kids
in the attic. Yeah.
I want to read that. I want to read that book. I remember seeing the movie a long time ago. I honestly don't remember. I remember bits and pieces, but I want to keep it that way. So when I read the book, it's like, it's new. And I looked for it at that used bookstore because it's old. It's an older book, but they didn't have it. I did find some really good finds there, though. Yeah, some like old. I like old prints. I am a fan of getting like, ooh, this book was printed like, and I got what was that thing? Animal Farm. I think it was 1946. How rad is that?
It is really
and
cool.
Then and then I got 1984. That was like a 1961 print. And then I got American Psycho, which is just, American Psycho. Nothing special. I want to read it. I heard it's kind of hard to read, but like
that used to be one of my, this is gonna make me sound creepy, but that used to be one of my favorite movies. That and
I like the movie. The movie's
we're gonna get off tangent, but it's fine. What is that other one that is supposed to be like his younger brother? What is it called? Hold on.
Sure. I don't even know.
The Rules of Attraction. That used to be my jam too.
Oh my God. Nobody knows that movie. I like that movie.
I love that movie.
And I think that Shannon Sossaman, oh my God, she's so gorgeous, that movie. Jesus.
Showed Jeff her and he's like, yeah, she's a 10. I'm like, fuck, you're right.
I was like obsessed with her, man.
Oh, me too.
I'm like, I need to look like her. I need to be her.
Hair because of her.
Yeah, that's such a good movie.
It is.
It's so fucked up, but it's like so good. Oh man.
What other? She was in Wrist Cutters too. Do you ever see that one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that one's a good movie too. My mom did not like that. I wanted to rent it, but it was a fantastic movie.
She was in a shitty movie. The 40 Days and 40 Nights.
Yes.
That was a dumb movie, but she was in it, and she's so pretty.
She
God
is.
damn it. She's perfect. Yeah. That was a good movie.
Risk Cutters is about where you go after you die, which is a very interesting premise. And it like if you died in like a bad way, then you go somewhere slightly worse than Earth. It's so funny.
Oh, I'll have to check that one out.
You should.
Yeah, I really liked what is it called again? Rules of Attraction.
Yes.
That part with the girl when it shows the montage and you didn't notice her
the whole time.
I'm gonna say. Fuck.
No, I mean it's how old is it? 2002. It's like 23 years old at this point. Spoilers, you know.
You didn't see her. I didn't notice her. And then now, if I watched that movie a million. I had a hyperfixation with that. Was one of my ones that I watched over and over and over. And
Samesies.
Then after that, I'm like, oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. Like you see it. Oh, what a good movie. And crazy for like Dawson. He did really good.
No, right. Yeah, because you wouldn't expect like a popular TV sitcom dude to be able to.
Yeah. And then Jessica Biel. There's like so many big name at that time people in it, and it's still such a good movie.
Not that I really care about like I don't know celebrities anymore, but I feel like that one was definitely like more of a safe. Not in the sense of it being like a safe movie to watch, but like the celebrities definitely feel more like I don't know. I'm sure they probably did, but they're probably fucked up. But I can't get into celebrity culture anymore.
No, I'm done with it because now I can't even watch movies because I watch them and I'm like, oh, you're in it. I know about you now.
Yep.
I can't take you serious and I hate you.
And I hate you.
I think that part. I just remember that dumb part where Jessica Biel, she's like snorting coke and then her like nose starts to bleed and she's like rusty pipes. I always thought that part was so
funny, dude.
Oh my god, I was like, you're crazy. Such a good movie.
And then I went to college and it was nothing like that. I'm like, oh
no,
I was lied to the entire time.
yeah.
Except
I didn't go to college, but yeah.
There's so when I was in the dorm rooms, there's these two kids that decided to do mushrooms one night, and they were found in like their closets, like crying. That's like the furthest I've gotten to like that movie being a thing.
That's so funny. It's like watching like Euphoria.
Oh,
these are supposed to be in high school.
I couldn't get into Euphoria because of that. Like these are like children.
I know. And here I am watching it.
No,
here I was
like I think there's I don't know.
It sucked me in. Yeah. What's gonna happen next? But now I'm gonna have a hard time because like Zendaya, I don't know. I can't.
Yeah.
I see him at the little what's the little show they go to where they pay $50,000 for a plate and they dress all weird.
The Met Gala.
That.
Yeah.
If I see anyone at that, I'm like, I hate you now.
Yeah, I can't.
I don't know why. I just.
And do I think Sabrina Carpenter is funny and like in like the meme sort of way? Sure. But I can't get behind like any big celebrities. No way.
No. It's weird that like
I think that's why I like books so much.
I think I kind of like Sabrina Carpenter, not her music, but like I don't know, she's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she takes herself too seriously and she's like fun.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't like her music. It's just not my style at all. But
if I
she's
see
like
a
fun.
TikTok video of her, I'm gonna stop.
But like I hate Taylor Swift so much.
I need to talk to you about this offline, but she's been at hockey games recently, and I saw so mad.
She was at the Panthers game. Get out of here. You don't even know nothing about nothing. Yeah, go. Get away. We don't want you. You don't even go here. You're not welcome.
You don't even go here.
Yeah. That's another dumb movie I like. Oh my god.
No, I know.
Yeah. But anyways.
What are you currently reading? Or did you already tell us?
I already told you guys. Yeah, Wind in Truth. So book 5 of the Stormlight Archives, 1330 pages, lots and lots of pages. But after this, I will be completely caught up with the Stormlight Archives. So
there you go.
Yep. I think the next one comes out. I'm like, oh, who knows? I could look. There's like a timeline. I think it's like 2028 or some shit. Oh my god.
You can tell when we've like gotten to the point where like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's time.
It's
our social battery.
Dude, I have such a low battery.
I worked today. I can't even imagine. I didn't. I'm sorry. Work. No, I'm retired. I went to Dollar Tree.
Did you?
Did that? Good. I got a bunch of cleaning supplies. No,
that's the place to get cleaning supplies, guys.
They ran out of witch hazel. I was I needed some witch hazel. I'm almost out, and they ran out. And I have to use that shit in the summer months because I'd be sweaty.
You got that aluminum stink.
Yeah, it is an aluminum heat here. No, so I always do the witch hazel before the deodorant, let it like dry, and then I put it like between the
cracks,
the boobs,
crevices,
all the crevices and cracks and folds. No,
the velvet folds.
But no, I put it in all those places, to help with like, odor and stuff.
Yeah,
not that like all my folds. But we're just not gonna risk it.
Yeah, it's
so I get
in the summer.
Yeah, so I use witch hazel, and I get it from Dollar Tree because you get a pretty decent sized bottle for $1.25, and they didn't have it, and I was like, shit. So now, and then I have to go through the process of like reading because you don't want the ones with like alcohol in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll go to Walmart's, I guess. But yes, cleaning supplies at Dollar Tree. That's the best. That's where you go to get your cleaning supplies.
I need to make some, what is it called? Florida water for the new apartment, I think.
Ooh. I like Florida. I've seen that. Mm-hmm.
I used to make it. I don't know why I stopped. Yeah.
You need to make a tea garden. Can you have like a mini tea garden? Is that a thing?
I think so.
Because like the pot, I think I sent you one of those pots that have like, I guess they're at like Costco. I guess they're self-watering, but there's like little holes like that come out of it, and you put the things. I'm like, I said that to you. I didn't say anything, but I'm thinking, I wonder if she could use this, like put different whatever inclusions that you'd put in your tea, like in these different little.
Yeah, I'll probably
growy dudes. I can't grow it here. It's too hot.
Well,
yeah.
Also,
hibiscus grows good here.
I think so does what is it called? Oleanders. Oleanders are like one of my favorite flowers.
Yeah. They're poisonous for animals.
And humans.
Yes. But I mean,
humans are animals.
I'm not going to go eat it. But Bowie, I used to worry about Bowie being around them, but he doesn't fuck with them. So I do worry about Turtle, because Turtle gets out. My dad's tortoise, grandpa. He gets out of the. Turtle. Yeah, he's not a turtle. He's a tortoise. There's a whole song about it, but he gets out of his enclosure sometimes, and I'm always scared he's gonna like try it. I mean, he hasn't yet. I think. Do they like know?
I would assume so, right? Because like birds don't eat poisonous berries either, which is interesting. Yeah.
We shouldn't like coffee as humans. Like, we're not supposed to because of the bitter flavoring.
Oh yeah,
it's supposed to be something we're like no, but we're like yes. I need it.
Capsaicin, like the reason why things are hot is to like not have us eat it, and then here we are.
But sometimes it's tasty
because birds can't taste it. Mm-hmm. So they eat it and then they poop it out somewhere else. This has been a biology. Just kidding.
Birds don't pee.
No, they use their cloaca.
What a reason. Next on Novelty with S&B.
Cloaca. Have you seen that bird on TikTok that says that? My cloaca.
No, send him to me next time. Okay,
anyway, so I was going to read When the Wolf Come Home, but I think we'll wait. So maybe I'll read like The Nestings or something next.
Oh yeah, let me know how that is, because what's the other one I want to read.
Okay.
Yeah, and then don't forget our book of the month, The Bog Wife.
Yeah, The Bog Wife.
So we'll be talking about that soon, a couple weeks, and don't forget to subscribe.
We will be back on our regular schedule. We will be streaming back on Sunday. It's just this week is kind of odd.
Yes. Yeah. But
Yeah.
But Sunday next time.
Yeah.
And
next time.
we will talk about the Bog Wife and happy Friday the 13th, everybody. I had a soundboard. I do the little music,
I
but I
do
don't.
that.
Can you do it?
Well, so I have the soundboard. Remember what Jeff made me do?
Yes.
Oh my god, hold on. Where is it?
Do you remember? So stupid.
Oh man, it's only on theirs. Never mind.
Oh, lame.
That is lame. But I do have Clink. And I also do have Tea. Which is great.
I don't like that one.
No?
I don't like the sound of it. Long. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's too long.
I like the Clink though.
The Clink?
Yeah, the Clink's. Yeah, I like that one. That's a cute one.
What was it? What were you trying to do?
The Halloween. Friday the 13th.
No, but I don't got that. But I do got.
Oh. Yeah. Does it have like sad trombone?
It does.
Do you have that one? Do it. My favorite.
Oh my god.
My favorite.
We have quickly got.
We're doing it again.
But
every time.
That's all I have. You have anything else?
No, just don't forget to subscribe.
Leave a review.
If you want to hear us do this every week, leave a review. Try to be nice. Follow us on social media for all of our bookish
and
content.
Once I move, I'm hopefully going to have more like face TikToks. My apartment's a mess, so I don't want to.
I haven't done one. I need to do one. I'm going to do one soon. I have an idea. Just my face.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a fan. But I'll do it.
Of mine. I'm a fan of yours, not mine.
I'm not a fan of mine. I try to start one and I look at my reflection on the camera and I'm like, nope.
That's why you gotta do backfacing so you just can't see it.
Yeah, I gotta do something because if I see myself, I'm like, never. Nope. Yep. I needed to get over that. It's not that big. Nobody cares. I don't know why. Nobody cares. Nobody's gonna be like, oh, look at her. I mean, they might, but I'm not gonna know. No. It's fine.
And who cares?
Yeah, me, clearly. But whatever. Anyways, okay. Before we get off topic again, because we will, leave a review, follow us on social media for all of our bookish content. And I have been your co-host, Stephanie.
And I'm back.
And this has been Novelty with S&B. See you in the next